Hey guys, how are you? Obviously, you can't reply because this is a video. Um, I just thought I would share my journey with my benign brain tumor, which technically isn't a benign brain tumor, it's just a cluster of blood vessels that forms in the brain called a cavernoma, which is spelled Cavernoma if you want to look it up. Um, yeah, I was basically diagnosed back in September 2017. Uh, the reason for the diagnosis was because I had my first ever seizure. Thankfully, I was not driving or anywhere out. I was actually in bed when it happened, and it was quite scary. My right hand had shot into the air and started trembling, and then the right side of my face started slackening like I was having a stroke. This all woke my husband up, and he just looked at me, and I remember feeling like the room was spinning, and then I was out of it, and apparently convulsing quite violently for the next few minutes. Um, and Ben had called paramedics. By the time I'd come to again, they were there in our room. I didn't know who Ben was for a few seconds. I didn't know where I was. Obviously, didn't know who the paramedics were, so that was a little bit freaky to come to with that all happening. Um, yeah, and that obviously led to my diagnosis with a CT scan and MRI of my cavernoma, which apparently I was born with. There you go. Never had any symptoms prior to the actual seizure happening, which is they call a grand mal seizure, or also tonic-clonic seizure. It's a pretty big seizure. It's the second biggest one you can actually have. Um, and yeah, basically at the moment, this is only going to be a short introduction video. Forgive me if I've not done this properly. I'm not very tech savvy. Haven't uploaded to YouTube or whatever before, but here we are. Yeah, I've been waiting for surgery, basically a craniotomy resection of the cavernoma, which is in my left parietal lobe. It's actually right back here at the back of the head. The cavernoma itself is very superficial, so very close to the skull, which is going to make it a pretty quick and simple surgery as well, thankfully. Uh, yeah, so I've been waiting for the last 3 months for the surgery. We've now gone over the deadline for the ideal recommended surgery timeframe. Um, and of course, exactly a week over that time frame, I received a text from the hospital yesterday, which I thought was unusual, being a text. Um, they did say they were going to call previously, but that's okay. The text basically said that we're doing an audit of all the patients that are currently waiting surgery, which is I'm one of them. And if I could call them back and advise them of my plans for the next 3 months. Obviously, I have no plans because I've just been waiting for the surgery, anticipating the surgery, and yeah, I mean, heck, I'm happy for them to do it right now. If they want to, I'll do it today. I don't care. Yeah, as you can probably imagine, I'm only human at the end of the day. Um, I put on a pretty brave face, but inside I've been a ball of emotions since September last year. I've been depressed. I've had anxiety. I've had all of it. Yeah, it's just such a wild ride, but one that I'm hoping is strengthening me and will, yeah, hopefully make me a stronger and better person. Um, yeah, so basically, in regards to the text, I just called them back, had to leave a message. So hopefully today they call back with a surgery date. Fingers crossed. I'm not going to put too much expectation on it because I have been left for so long without a date. But that's just how the public system works here in Australia. I unfortunately didn't have private health insurance because I didn't need it. It might seem a bit silly to some, but it's not really, considering I honestly, up until this, I haven't needed it. So, yeah. So I've been on a public wait list for the last just over 3 months. Category 2, which basically means it's not life threatening. Category 1 needs to be done within the next, I think it's 30 to 60 days, might be 30 days. Which is silly because if I have another bleed again, then it can cause all sorts of problems. But That's fine, whatever. I'm category two, so that's why I haven't been a priority, which is, I get it. There's people that have higher needs than myself, people that have much more serious cases than mine. I completely 100% get it. It's just been really playing on me psychologically. Yeah, I guess this is just a raw side to me, as a lot of people see me as someone that's really emotionally strong and stable, and I am only human though, and I do have my bad days. Yesterday afternoon was one of them. And when I received the text, it was really odd because I knew it was coming. I knew the surgery, I was on the wait list for it. I knew I could get a call any minute saying, yep, you could, we can fit you in next week even. I got told that I could even get a week's notice, which I guess isn't so bad because then at least there's less of that thinking about what could go wrong, which is something I'm currently working on with a really good psychologist. So my whole life has been catastrophic thinking, and it's something that needs to change. And having this diagnosis has really, sorry, that's the chair, that's the chair, has really made me reassess my way of thinking and how I handle things in life. And yeah, I just hope, my hopes for these uploads that I do is just to make someone else in my situation feel more at ease, or even if you don't have a benign brain tumor, just to give you some strength or some clarity in life that the strongest people are given the hardest battles. And I can tell you all about hard battles because my life has been full of it and I've come out every time. So this is just another one, and it's another one that I will 100% get through. And yeah, you just got to have faith, you got to be positive, and all the rest will fall into place. So the next step now is basically just waiting for a phone call back from the hospital just to confirm hopefully a surgery date today. I will upload a video when I have one, just to let you guys know. And yeah, I do apologise if this is a bit long-winded. I'm really, really anxious today, as you can imagine. And very minimal sleep last night and broken again. The medication I'm on for the seizures, which is called Keppra, also called the generic name starts with an L. I can never ever say it. I just say Lev. That's pretty much the first three letters of it. Also doesn't help when I don't sleep. It makes me super anxious too. So again, I am only human, and this is how I'm feeling at the moment. I think it's more than understandable. It is brain surgery, and I need to stop downplaying it. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated soon, and hope this has been interesting. Thanks, guys.